Asigqithiseni ngespeed le Ad Hoc Committee ne sizoza kwezezishushu. So kwi Ad Hoc Committee namhlanje bokuvele Professor Mr Bean ne Professor Firoz Cachalia ongu acting police minister. So isiqale ngokufika kwakhe ngoba uthe efika futhi nje we started off the wrong foot mos ngoba uthe efika wafika nje wabesigila ngoba ufika ezo actor already sesiyambona ba ukweliphi icala le team nje swazange nje asiphathe kahle at all. As a result asinawo ncam nje umdla wakhe. So ufikile ke usambona into ba usagqoke lo hilinyana eyoba I press briefing ka General Mkhwanazi. Usiqala lapho mosiyiza nje kanjalo into bi-press briefing ka General Mkhwanazi yayingekho appropriate. Zikhona inoba uthetha phansi komcimbi we-protocol nani of which siyazi yonke into ba i-protocol wawa exhausta wonke waqonqoza yonke iminyango wehluleka inkwali yenkosi asinayo nje ixesha layo yonto leyo wazoza kumcimbi ngoba enye into andithi wayi criticize ngumcimbi ngoba wayenxibe la camouflage iregalia le camouflage. So bazamile ukumscrutinize ke eParliament kwakhona apho acknowledge khona into ukuthi no yena ukuthetha kwakhe wayengumuntu wayengazi ncam ubingantoni imthathile ki MK party yangamyeki into ba okay since ke ukhuluma into ongayazi since ke ukhuluma into ongayazi ithini into yakho does this mean into ba uza apologize in public ku General Mkhwanazi because most criticize so waba nayo nje indlela yokuphakama ke yoba no uGeneral Mkhwanazi aka dimananga apology from him kwathini ngathanga uyambona nje into ba unokuzazi ukuthile mos uCachalia okay sharp kukhona apho bemscrutinize khona nangendaba ke ayipheli mos indaba indaba efana nezephalaphala nezemali zama couch nani ayonto ezaphela. So bekezama ukuncoma ke iNPA imini public protector ne into yoba benza umsebenzi oncomekayo nani bamkhi staff into ba umsebenzi oncomekayo ukuthi bona ngaba kaloko abakwazi ukuvala icase bazingayi PPP xa zinokwenza nepresident. As a result hayi bamphoxile nje yena ndisho into ba uthe ehamba pha uhambe seke ngasazazi indaba zakhe. But one thing ke I'm not going to take away from him is the fact ba naye ikhona iphatha akayithethile positive mosasijonga into ezinegative qha iphathe positive akayithethile into ba naye utshini into ba akazange understand encam indaba yokudisbandwa kwe-political killings task team, especially with the fact uba na next year because umcimbi wabo mosi udila nge-political killings. So ngoku even itiming yokudisbanda lento idisbandwa ukuthi next year siya kuma elections of which kungenzeka into ba i-political killings zingaspike zingakhuphuka futhi. So nje akazange nje understand. So as a result yiyo nje into engathi okay singamjonga ngelinye nje lihlo otherwise yena ayibafethu igazi lami nelinayo ngiyanibona nje uzaze libe right because nje uyambona xa kethetha usayiwe criticize even though ebona eseke sithi into ba yena it's because ifana nomcimbi lo we camouflage beke wayengayazi into ba no yi proper uniform since uGeneral Mkhwanazi member ye special task force nani ukubona. So uye wangcama wagaxela into kangayazi. So now that seke yayazi uyambona into mosi ithi lento uba ngaba ndiyenda kunyathela ikonsi kwakuthi bendingayazi xa sendifind out into ba no it is not what I thought it was. I think it's only human into ba ndithi okay xa usosithi ouch unyathele kabuhlungu okanye senibona into ba nginyathele ndithi yazi no bendingabonanga bendingazi ndiyaxolisa ayidingi noba makaze abe uzoremindwa zi-members zaseParliament lonto le because uyazi into ba wavele wagagamelana noGeneral Mkhwanazi. Enye iphathi ke abayithathile iphathi yamadokethi uba niyakhumbula mos wathi uNational Commissioner not long after ke lento seyikenzile press briefing yaku General Mkhwanazi kwakuthi amadokethi kuthiwa azabuya nani kwavela lento beyicriticize indaba amadokethi nangayo ibuziwe wangathi yena uthethela into ba no it was in the best interest into ba mazi safeguardwe ku protect integrity yamadokethi nani ukuthi sazi sonke into ba inhloso yakhe kwakuyini ukufika kwakhe. So akafikanga wagoba wafuna ukwazi okay since kuthiwa kumoshekele ukuthi sizawuthini since kuthiwa kune-political interference sizathini ufike naye ngeyakhe naye i-interference phezu koba sisilwana nomcimbi wani we-interference so nje hayi ndibathandile nje shem bambekanga ndawo I think futhi uze enokuzazi I think nokufunda ukuba beprofessor nako kudlala indima nje yayo errong kwicala langakuyi because nje uze ezazi but insho into baxake ephuma pha uzaphuma nje sekezibona into ba awusigilile sisi South Africans yena so that's just about it ngaye unto because yena bengingama understanding ncam noba uzokwenzana kwi-Ad Hoc Committee because akayazi ncam yonke lento ebengekho ncam ifana nakwezinye questions xa kebuzwa uyabona into ba uphendula isikolo akaphenduli isforce akaphendula isiphoyisa uphendula isikolo uphendula incwadi so ke ngoku ifana nomuntu ozafuna ukuthi ndithi xa nsithi mina ndikhonjwe ngesibhamu athi ngokwasencwadini indlela yakho yokuzidefenda kumele uzidefende ngento so i-constitution ithi ukuthi mina xa ndingifirst xa undikhombe ngesibhamu ndikwazi into yoba ndisixuthule ndisijongise ngakuwe that's what I want to do uba ngaba ndiliphoyisa so yena uzafuna ukukuzela ngencwadi ke so that was just about it njengoKhachalia ke but yena shemba bazamile nje ukumgrilla.
Not legal uniform. I want to know that on the uniform that you had issues with, did you establish that that uniform worn by General Mkhwanazi, was it legal or not legal uniform?
No, I didn't, and that's a fair enough question. You know, I'm not familiar with all the versions of military regalia and when they can be worn and when not. I now understand that he is as part of special ops. I suppose the question for me at the time was not whether he was entitled to wear the uniform, but the image of someone who's dressed like a soldier, that's how I see that, is appearing in public making the statements that he was. But I've explained that my response to that was a complex one. It was one that gave him also, I think, due credit. I might mention to you, apart from issues around constitutionality and so forth, you will recall, actually, that in the liberation movement, this whole question of the relationship between the armed wing and the civilian leadership was always a live question. And we were very clear that the army was subject, that the political leadership, the elected political leadership was in charge. So we didn't have a tradition in our movement anyway, as I understand it, of militarism. It can happen in liberation movements, but we rejected that view. So my sensibilities go back a long way on this matter. But if the issue is, what is my attitude to General Mkhwanazi? I've watched him. I've met him in private. I've watched him in public. I've met him in meetings. He's a well-trained, professional police officer who's in a position of leadership in the police service. And it looks to me like, he's among the most impressive, at least as he presents himself in discussion. When he's appeared before you, when he's appeared before Malanga, he's got substance, he's got knowledge and expertise. So, but I cannot say that the issue that concerned me and which I raised is no longer a concern. I'm explaining why, and I stick by that.
So, njengoba ukhuluma into ongayazi, when you speak English. So since you've established that what you spoke about you didn't know and you didn't understand,
point of
does
order,
that...
Please.
No, I withdraw.
Can
Chair.
you withdraw that?
Yeah, withdraw.
Thank you.
But it means the same thing in English. Since you spoke of something that you didn't know, in Zulu it's something ongayazi, would you take this opportunity maybe to apologize to General Mkhwanazi or clarify the matter in the public, because it seemed as if you were saying is wearing the uniform that is illegal in the subs, or it's not allowed. It gave that perception. Would you maybe take this opportunity to clarify that? Now, when something something that you don't know, it's the same thing. It's English and Zulu. He spoke of something that he didn't know. He said so. What is wrong with that? It's parliamentary. What is wrong with that? Why are you defending the minister? It made people think that General Mkhwanazi wearing a regalia, a military uniform is wrong. So that must be fixed. What is wrong with that?
Yeah, Honorable Shongwe, you may be justified, but please address the chairperson. Yes. Thank you.
So because of this statement, I don't know whether the minister got the question.
Minister, you may respond.
Thank you, Chair. So, you know, I don't ever pretend that I know everything. When I don't know something, it's no skin off my face to acknowledge that, because that's the way one learns. I'm not a repository of the truth. I don't have a monopoly of wisdom or expertise. So it's no problem for me to say I didn't know. Now, I never said that he was not entitled to wear that uniform. So I can't be requested to answer to answer a question that doesn't arise. I understand that why this matter is receiving the attention that it is. I noticed that much of the issues of content and substance in my statement are not the subject of this conversation, or the matters that are within the terms of reference of the inquiry committee. But I will say it again. There's no need for me to apologize. About something that was not intended badly, that was no insult, and so I don't apologize. In fact, I believe that the issue that I raised was an important one. I shared my initial impressions with the public in an open way. That's what it means to have a public discourse. And if my comments have occasioned a public discourse, that's a good thing. General Mkhwanazi has not demanded an apology from me. If he wants to, if he believes that he needs an apology from me, I don't know if he needs you to act on his behalf. If he wants an apology, he knows how to engage with me. So that would be an entirely different context. The question doesn't even arise, respectfully, in my view, because there was no insult.